Hi, welcome back to Math Made Possible. I believe I can. I am your teacher, Ms. Howard. I'll be reviewing the concepts that we'll be talking about today, which is going to be taken from Illustrative Math, Unit 5, Lesson 3. This is basically a summary, so I won't be going over the exact same things that you did in class. We're going to be talking about how to write decimals in expanded form to the thousandths place. Here's a big disclaimer. Please understand that topics discussed here do not replace the in-person instruction of your teacher. That means I need you to go to school, right? That watching these videos does not mean that you don't have to report to school every day, all right? Please use it as a way for you to understand new strategies and to give any clarification to any misconceptions. Also, please make sure that you're listening to your parents. Again, please make sure you're listening to your parents because they want the best for you, right? We were taught a certain way when we were growing up, and there's this thing that we as teachers, we have to do now. It's the new math. It's the new way, right? And sometimes you may come home and you may not understand how to do it. However, if you're getting the wrong answers and your parents are getting the correct answers, please listen to your parents because they know how to do it and they want to teach you in a way that you get it, right? The only time I would say that this may not apply is if your teacher is telling you that you must do it their way, whatever strategies they are testing you on. Sometimes we have it in our books where it says the student must use it with the area model or something like that, right? So whatever your teacher is telling you, please go ahead and just ask clarification if you could use a certain strategy that you understand, right? All most parents and teachers want from you is that you will understand the information and be able to apply to the real world. Okay, getting right into it, we're going to go ahead and begin. Again, this is lesson 3, and we are looking at a grid. This whole grid represents one whole. Okay, and because the whole grid is not shaded, we don't have any ones for this place value. Okay, and we have our decimal here because this is broken up into a part of a whole. Now, if you see right here, this section, we have our line shaded straight across right here. That's going to represent, I'm going to get a text box. That's going to represent a tenth. Okay, and then when it is a box like that, that's going to be represented with 100. And this line right here, that represents the thousandths. So what we're going to do is let's go ahead and count out our tenths so we can identify which what number this this grid represents. So we have, all I do is I go down and I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tenths. Then I go ahead and count my boxes here. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that would be 4 hundredths. I feel like I'm using, going back on Zoom again. This section right here represents the thousandths. So it's basically 10 lines that are breaking up our 100th board, our 100th block. So, and because there's only one line shaded, that represents 1,000. Okay, so let's go on to our next slide. But let me erase this. Okay, so here's our next problem. It is we're going to read it the exact way that we see it. 152,000. Okay, so the first thing that I want to do is I want to write that number in my place value chart. Again, there's 0 holes, right? And there's 1 in the tenths place, a 5 in the hundredths place, and a 2 in the thousandths place. Now this is how you would shade it. Let me see if I can grab this tool right here and see if it'll go quicker for me. All right, so it says 1/10, again, it's 1 in the tens place. And then we'll have 5 hundredths shaded. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then let me go ahead and get a pencil. There's a 2 in the thousandths place, and you can see that right here. And let me see if I could change my, I wonder if I could change my color. Yeah, because I like to do it in color. So that's 1 line, 2 lines. Again, normally you will break this 1 square because it's broken into representing a thousand. It would be 10 parts to this. However, for sake of making it simple for everyone, we're just going to shade in 2 to represent 2 thousandths. Now, another thing that we want you to do is to be able not only to write it in fraction form, we want you to write it in with the place value or the actual in a grid. We also want you to type it out. So let me grab a box here, and we're going to type out in words. How do we say that? Well, it's the exact way that you read the number, which is 152. So we write 152. And again, what place value is that last number in? That would be the thousandths place. So these are the different ways that you'll see this represented. We have our numerical, we have our word form, we have our fraction form. And here's our grid. Now, another thing that I want to tap into is, as you can see down here, I've added the expanded form. So we're getting ready to type that as well. But let's go ahead and make this picture on the grid. So we're going to use our marker again. And this says 0 holes, of course. And then we have 2 in our tens place. So that's 1, 2. We have a 5 in our hundredths place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1 in our thousandths place. I could actually just put it right next to it, and that's 1 line that would be shaded out of 10, again, to break up the thousandths place. So we have our grid. This is our numerical. Let's go ahead and type out in words what this actually says. Again, you write it exactly the way that you would see this number right here. And we see it as 251 thousandths, because that ends in the thousandths place. Now here's this would be our expanded form. We're going to go ahead and type that out as well. So how would we write that? Well, that's basically saying 2 times 1/10, and we know 1/10 would be represented as 0.1 in decimal form, plus 5 times 0.01 plus 1 times 0.001. And if you need the place value chart to help you know how many zeros to write, use that. Again, if we're going back to, let me see if I can type on top of it. This would be, nope, I can't. I won't be able to type, but let me go back and write. When I write the letters on top of it, this is the tens place, and right here we have our tens place as that 0, and our hundredths place. And I know I'm not fully writing out the words, However, going to the right side of the decimal, just understand it's going to end with TH. Tenths, hundredths, and thousandths. And the last, the number 1 over here, I'm going to represent that as TH, TH. Okay? Hopefully that helps. Now, what I'm also including in these videos is a means for you to practice on your own. So what I want you to do is draw your own 10 by 10 grid in your notebook and ask an adult to help you. And the number that you're using is in word form already, 253,000. So how would you make that in with the other other forms? Again, using the grid. How do you write that in numerical form? How would you place that in a place value chart? And how would you write that in expanded form? Here's another one with the expanded form given to you. All right, I want to say thank you for watching our video. If you still have any questions, please do me a favor. Just go ahead and watch other videos so that you'll be able to know exactly what to do. I don't want you to leave stumped. You keep on. The only way that you can learn is by continuing to research and continue to look at other videos to help you figure it out. I also recommend that you search up Illustrative Math Grade 5, Unit 5 with Lesson 3. And you can also search up how to write decimals in expanded form to the thousandths place. That's something that you can type into the search box. Forgive me, I can see here that my unit, the T is cut off when I put my little icon here. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to our videos so that you'll know when I post new videos. Also, please comment if this video helped you understand it a little bit better. Thank you again, and I'll see you at the next video.